Two women, both 50 years old, both suffering from chronic digestive issues for years. Both have seen multiple doctors, tried countless medications, and were told they have to live with these issues for the rest of their lives and to just keep taking the medication. The first woman followed conventional advice. She continued taking medications that only masked her symptoms and still struggles with flare-ups, food restrictions, and daily discomfort. The second woman took a completely different approach. Within just 6 months, she was eating foods she would have avoided for years. Her gut had healed, her cholesterol naturally improved, and most importantly, she discovered she could live without that discomfort. She now knows exactly what was causing it and how to prevent it from coming back. So what was the difference? The second woman uncovered something most conventional health practitioners never address: the actual root causes of her symptoms. What if I told you that the constant bloating, digestive issues, fatigue, and hormonal problems you're experiencing aren't just random symptoms to manage for the rest of your life, but signals your body is sending, telling you exactly what needs to be fixed? The perpetual cycles of try this medication, this supplement, eliminate that food, live with those restrictions, is costing you thousands in medical bills, countless hours of your life, and immeasurable joy. And I'm going to show you exactly how to break free from it once and for all. I know exactly what you're thinking right now. I've heard this before. I've tried everything already: elimination diets, probiotics, medications, doctor after doctor, and nothing has truly fixed my issues. That skepticism is completely reasonable. In fact, it's the exact same thought I had when I was struggling with my own health issues for years. But what if the reason nothing has worked isn't because your body is broken beyond repair or because you're doing something wrong? What if it's because no one has actually looked at your body as a whole connected system and addressed the underlying true causes of your symptoms? What if the very approaches you're being taught could help you, like quick fixes, symptom suppression, and disconnected specialists, are actually keeping you trapped in this cycle? I'm Michela Donazzan, although I love to be called Miki. I'm a nutritional therapist and a naturopath who applies the principles of functional medicine. I've guided many women just like you to completely transform their health, not by adding more restrictions or medications, but by finally addressing the root causes that no one else is looking for. Since I was 15 years old, I struggled with high blood pressure with no obvious cause other than genetic predisposition. But about 18 years ago, after losing my brother, my health took a dramatic turn for the worse. I developed debilitating gut issues, constant bloating, indigestion, and constipation. I was exhausted all the time. My immune system weakened to the point where I caught every cold that came around. Anxiety, insomnia, and depression crept in, making everything worse. I discovered I had intolerances to many foods, and initially avoiding them seemed to help. But after a while, I felt even worse. I was bloated from morning till night, constantly constipated, and relying on outside help to manage it. However, I vividly remember working at a restaurant and noticing how my team, despite eating the same food, didn't experience the same issues. That's when I realized that there had to be something deeper going on. After extensive research, I discovered functional medicine and had a profound realization. My body didn't need another ibuprofen or laxative to heal, and avoiding food groups wasn't going to fix my gut problems either. So I dove deep into nutritional therapy and naturopathy. As I studied, I also worked on healing myself, seeking help from trusted practitioners who could guide me through the process. Over time, I discovered that my high blood pressure was actually the result of chronic inflammation and stress, issues I was genetically predisposed to, but not destined to live with forever. Slowly but surely, my blood pressure normalized, my gut healed, and the bloating, constipation, and fatigue disappeared. I stopped getting sick all the time. I felt better in my 30s than I ever did in my 20s. What followed was a sense of food freedom I never thought possible. I no longer feared eating certain foods or had to be the one with special requirements at the table. My energy returned, my mental clarity improved, and my anxiety and my depression lifted. Since then, I've helped hundreds of women transform their health using the same principles that worked for me. Take O, who at 62 was losing weight and bone mass while suffering from bloating, reflux, harsh menopausal symptoms, and digestive issues. She had gone to extreme elimination diets without resolving her problems and didn't know what to eat anymore or who to listen to. Or A, who came to me facing imminent surgery for diverticulitis. Within just over 6 months, She was eating foods she would have avoided for years, healed their gut, reduced their cholesterol naturally, and completely avoided surgery. 2 years later, she still hasn't had a single flare-up. These aren't isolated success stories. They're the norm when you finally address health the right way by looking at root causes rather than chasing symptoms. Let me show you what this perpetual cycle of symptom management is really costing you. The average person with chronic digestive issues spends $1,200 to $2,400 per year on medications, supplements, and doctor visits that only address symptoms. Over a decade, that's $12K to $24K spent on approaches that never actually fix the problem. But the financial cost is just the beginning. Let's talk about the time cost. The average person with unresolved health issues spends 2 to 3 hours each week researching solutions, managing symptoms, and dealing with flare-ups. That's 104 to 156 hours per year, the equivalent of 4 to 6 full days of your life each year spent just managing symptoms instead of truly living. Then there's the quality of life costs. Studies show that chronic digestive issues and hormonal imbalances can reduce quality of life by up to 30%. What does that mean in real terms? It means missing out on family gatherings because you're afraid of what the food might do to you. It means canceling plans with friends because your energy has crashed again. It means waking up dreading how your body will feel today instead of looking forward to your day. It means planning your entire life around symptom management, knowing where every bathroom is, carrying medications everywhere, avoiding foods you love, rather than living freely. But perhaps the most significant cost is the opportunity cost. When you're constantly managing symptoms, you're not showing up as your best self in your career, your relationship, or your personal goals. The real question isn't whether you can afford to invest in truly fixing your health. The question is, can you afford not to? Every month you continue down this path of symptom management is another month of these costs adding up financially, physically, emotionally, in terms of lost opportunities. I know there are specific thoughts holding you back right now. I've heard them hundreds of times from women who were exactly where you are now before they worked with me. Let me address them directly. I've tried everything already and nothing has worked. I understand that feeling completely. Many of my clients have been to 5, 10, even 15 different health practitioners before finding me. They would have tried elimination diets, probiotics, medication, supplements, all with minimal or temporary relief. But here's what makes my approach fundamentally different. I don't guess. I don't just treat symptoms. I meticulously identify the actual root causes of your issues through an in-depth consultation process that looks at your entire health history, lifestyle, and specific symptoms patterns that most practitioners miss. See, one of my clients had been to countless doctors and nutritionists before working with me. She told me, I didn't know what to eat and what to avoid anymore. I didn't know who to listen to. After just 8 weeks working together, she began seeing improvements she hadn't experienced in years because we finally addressed the actual causes of her symptoms, not just the symptoms themselves. I can't afford to invest in my health right now. This is perhaps the most common concern, and it's one that seems logical on the surface. When you're dealing with bills, family expenses, and possibly other health costs, investing in a comprehensive health program might seem like a luxury. But let me ask you, how much are you already spending trying to manage your symptoms? Between doctor visits, medications, supplements that may not even be right for you, specialty foods, and lost productivity, the costs add up significantly. More importantly, what is the cost of not solving these issues? How many more years are you willing to live with these symptoms, restrictions, and limitations? What opportunities and experiences are you missing out while your health holds you back? Investing in solving your health issues properly now can save you thousands in the long run, not to mention give you back the quality of life you deserve. This is probably another quick fix that won't last. I completely understand this skepticism. The health industry is full of quick fixes, miracle cures, and one-size-fits-all approaches that simply don't deliver lasting results. That's precisely why my program is called the Empower Healing Blueprint, because it's not about giving you another temporary solution. It's about giving you a complete roadmap to understand your body and maintain your health for life. Kay came to me facing imminent surgery for diverticulitis. Not only did she avoid that surgery through our work together, but 2 years later, she still hasn't had a single flare-up, because she now understands her body and knows exactly how to maintain her health. My approach isn't about keeping you dependent on me forever. It's about truly empowering you with the knowledge, tools, and understanding you need to take control of your health for good. If my doctor couldn't fix this, how could a nutritional therapist help? Traditional medical doctors are excellent at diagnosing serious conditions and providing emergency care. That's what they're trained for. Most receive very minimal training in nutrition, lifestyle management, or identifying subtle functional imbalances before they become diagnosable conditions. The average doctor visit lasts 5 to 10 minutes. How can anyone possibly understand the complex interconnections in your body in such a limited time? My initial consultations are comprehensive. I spend hours analyzing your case before creating your hyper-personalized plan. I look at how all your symptoms connect rather than treating each one in isolation. And I'm available for consistent support throughout your journey, something that conventional medical system simply isn't designed to provide. Take this example of 2 of my clients, both diagnosed with IBS-C, the constipation predominant type. One was actually lacking enough bulk to form proper stools, while the other had motility issues. She simply didn't feel the urge to go. As you can imagine, the approach I took with each of them was completely different. And now, they're both happily enjoying their time in the loop. I don't have time to implement complex health changes. Time is precious, especially when you're dealing with health issues that drain your energy. The thought of adding complex protocol to your already busy life can feel overwhelming. That's exactly why I've designed my approach to be realistic and sustainable. We start with the highest impact changes first and build gradually as your energy improves. Each recommendation comes with a clear explanation of why it's important, which increases your motivation to implement it. My client, L, a busy manager with ADHD, was concerned about being able to implement same changes with her executive dysfunction and limited focus. With my practical step-by-step guidance, she was able to make sustainable changes that worked with her lifestyle, not against it. Change doesn't happen overnight, but small, consistent steps in the right direction add up to remarkable transformation over time. Let me address the fundamental myth that keeps most women trapped in a cycle of chronic health issues. My symptoms are just something I have to live with and manage. This myth is reinforced everywhere in our current healthcare system. When you go to the doctor with bloating, you are given an anti-bloating medication. When you have headaches, you're prescribed painkillers. When you have sleep issues, you get sleeping pills. Each symptom is treated as a separate, isolated problem. Rarely is anyone looking at how they all connect or what's causing them in the first place. Let me tell you about 2 of my clients to illustrate how radically different the outcomes can be when you reject this myth. T came to me struggling with fibroids, constipation, bloating, and poor sleep. She'd seen multiple specialists, each focused on their specific area, and was prescribed different medications for each symptom. She followed every bit of advice exactly as instructed, but despite all this so-called proper medical care, her symptoms kept getting worse, year after year. Then there's N, who had nearly identical issues, but chose a different path by working with me. Instead of piling on more medications or restrictions, we focused on uncovering and addressing the root causes: gut dysbiosis, liver congestion, and hormonal imbalances, and all deeply connected. And within just a few months, her symptoms started improving across the board. Not because we treated each one separately, but because we worked on the core systems that were out of balance. Fast forward 5 years. T is still battling the same symptoms, now with even more medications and stricter rules. Meanwhile, N is living what she calls a healthy, guilt-free lifestyle with minimal symptoms and complete freedom. The truth is, your body is an interconnected system. When one part isn't working properly, it affects everything else. Digestive issues impact your hormones. Hormonal imbalances affect your sleep. Poor sleep impacts your stress resilience. Stress affects your digestion. It's all connected. This is just an example. Your symptoms aren't random malfunctions to be suppressed. They're your body's way of communicating that something needs attention. When you learn to listen to the signals and address the root causes, true healing becomes possible. It's time to completely reframe how you think about health and healing. Most people think about health in terms of symptom management. How do I make this bloating go away? How do I get rid of this headache? How do I stop feeling so tired all the time? But what if we thought about health as a state of balance that your body naturally wants to return to, if only we remove the obstacles in the way? Think of your body like a garden. When a plant isn't thriving, experienced gardeners don't just paint the leaves green to make them look healthier. They examine the soil, check the water levels, look at the amount of sunlight, and address whatever imbalance is preventing the plant from thriving naturally. Your body works the same way. It has an innate intelligence and desire to heal. When given the right condition, proper nutrition, adequate rest, effective stress management, and a balanced gut microbiome, it will naturally move toward balance and health. This isn't about forcing your body to behave differently through medications or strict restrictions. It's about understanding what your unique body needs to function optimally and providing those conditions. In this new framework, symptoms become valuable messengers rather than enemies to be fought. Bloating isn't just an inconvenience, it's information telling you that your digestive system needs support. Fatigue isn't just an annoying part of getting older, it's your body signaling that your energy production systems need attention. When you shift to this perspective, everything changes. You move from feeling like a victim of your body to becoming a partner with it. You stop fearing symptoms and start using them as a guidance. You transition from dependency on outside authorities to tell you what's happening in your body to developing a deep, intuitive understanding of your own health. This is what I mean by empowered healing. It's about gaining the knowledge, tools, and confidence to work with your body rather than against it for the rest of your life. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you knew exactly what was causing your symptoms and exactly what to do about them, would you still choose to live with those symptoms? Of course not. No one would. Yet, every day you continue down the path of symptom management without addressing the root cause. That's exactly the choice you're making. Every time you take another medication to mask a symptom while the underlying cause continues to damage your health. Every time you eliminate another food from your diet without understanding why your body is reacting to it. Every time you accept it's just the way it is, or it must be genetic, or there's nothing more to be done. You're actively choosing to remain in a state of imbalance that will only worsen over time. This isn't something happening to you, it's a choice you're making every single day, whether consciously or unconsciously. Let's be even more direct. The approach you're currently taking, the one that hasn't worked, has a predictable outcome if you continue it for another 5 to 10 years. Your symptoms will likely worsen. You'll probably develop new ones. Your quality of life will diminish further, and you'll have spent thousands more pounds and countless hours chasing solutions and never address the real problems. Is that really the future you want? Or would you rather invest a few months now to fundamentally change your health trajectory for the rest of your life? The discomfort right now you feel hearing this, that tension between what you've been doing and what you know deep down is possible, that's your intuition telling you there's a better way. The question is, will you listen to it? If you're still with me, I believe you're ready to take a different approach. One that actually addresses the root causes of your health issues, rather than just managing symptoms. Here's exactly how the Empowered Healing Blueprint works and what you can expect at each stage. Phase 1 is about finding your root causes. We begin with a comprehensive initial consultation where I take time to truly listen, not just to your symptoms, to your full story. I ask about your health and life history, your family's medical background, and go system by system to understand every symptom you're experiencing. We leave no stone unturned. And we always talk about your health goals, so we're not just managing symptoms, we're working towards the life you actually want to live. This isn't a rushed 10 minutes appointment, it's a real in-depth conversation designed to uncover the connections and the root causes that others may have missed. After our consultation, I spend up to 10 hours researching and analyzing your case before creating your personalized plan. This is where my expertise truly matters. Connecting dots that others haven't connected, identifying patterns that explain why you've been feeling the way you have. If necessary, we may recommend specific functional tests to provide additional insights, though many clients achieve remarkable results without extensive testing. Phase 2 is about building your health foundation. So you will receive your comprehensive, personalized, hyper-personalized health plan, and this includes detailed recommendations for nutrition tailored to your specific needs. It's not just a matter of macros. Hydration strategies, movement appropriate for your energy levels, health status, and preferences, sleep optimization, stress management techniques, specific remedies, herbs, supplements if needed. Importantly, every recommendation comes with a clear explanation of why it's important for your specific situation. This isn't about blindly following rules, it's about understanding exactly how each change benefits your body. You'll begin implementing these changes at your own pace with my full support. You'll have direct access to me between sessions to ask questions and get clarification as needed. Phase 3 is about healing from the root. As your foundation strengthens, we'll address the specific dysfunction we've identified, supporting proper drainage and detoxification pathways, healing gut integrity and optimizing digestion, reducing systemic inflammation, nurturing cellular regeneration, balancing hormones. Throughout this phase, we'll have regular follow-up sessions to monitor your progress, celebrate wins, and make any necessary adjustments to your plan. By the end of the 3 months, most clients experience significant improvement in their symptoms and have clear understanding of how to maintain their health moving forward. For more complex cases, we can extend our work together for additional support. The beauty of this approach is that it's designed to empower you for life and not keeping you dependent on me or anyone else. You'll develop a deep understanding of your body and the confidence to maintain your health long term. Let's talk about what I believe is the real fear beneath all the other concerns. The fear that you'll always feel this way, that true healing isn't possible for you specifically. After years of trying different approaches without lasting success, it's natural to develop a protective skepticism, to start believing that maybe this is just how your body is, that you're somehow different from those who do find healing. I understand this fear intimately because I lived with it for years. When nothing worked for my digestive issues and high blood pressure, despite trying countless approaches, I began to believe that maybe I was just broken in some way, that I couldn't be fixed. That fear is legitimate. The pain of getting your hopes up only to be disappointed again is real. It's simply because the right approach hasn't been applied to your unique situation. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal when given the right support. I've seen this time and time again with clients who came to me as a last resort after trying everything else. Like Dee, who at 36 had almost given up hope of addressing her fertility issues naturally. Or Jay, who felt safe working with me because she knew she could be honest without fear of judgment. Or P, who valued how I asked questions to guide me towards facing challenges I'm not willing to admit myself. The greatest risk isn't in trying a new approach. The greatest risk is in giving up on your body's ability to heal and resigning yourself to a lifetime of symptom management and restriction. If you choose not to take action today, your health challenges won't simply remain as they are. Chronic health issues tend to compound over time when the root causes aren't addressed. But if you choose to trust in your body's innate healing capability and give it the support it truly needs, you open the door to possibilities you may have stopped believing in. Living without constant bloating, enjoying foods you love without fear, waking up with energy and clarity, and engaging fully in your life rather than being limited by your symptoms. So you have to make a choice right now, and it's about more than just whether to book a call or sign up for a program. It's about who you choose to be in relationship with your health. So you have path 1, continue as someone who manages symptoms, lives with restrictions, and accepts limitations as just the way it is. Keep trying the same approaches that haven't worked, maybe fall for new marketing trends without understanding if those are really good for you. And in 5 years, you'll likely have more symptoms, more restrictions, and more frustration. Plus, the regret of wondering what might have been possible. On the other side, you could become someone who gets to the root causes, truly heals, and lives with freedom and empowerment. Someone who starts addressing their health holistically with expert guidance. In 5 years, you'll likely be enjoying foods you currently avoid, have the energy to fully engage in your life, and possess the knowledge to maintain your health no matter what challenges arise. Next time you feel that familiar symptom, whether it's bloating after a meal, fatigue in the afternoon, or an hormonal flare-up, ask yourself, am I going to keep treating just this symptom? Or am I ready to understand and address why it's happening in the first place? This isn't about buying another program or trying another approach. This is about deciding what kind of relationship you want to have with your body for the rest of your life. If you're ready to stop managing symptoms and start truly healing and you want my help with this, I invite you to click the link below this video and book a free discovery call with me. During this conversation, we'll discuss your specific health challenges and determine if the Empowered Healing Blueprint is the right fit for you. I only work with women I'm confident I can help, so this call is as much for me to learn about you as it is for you to learn about my approach. To book your call, simply click the button below and select a time that works for you. Be serious. If you're not ready yet to work on your health, don't book, please. Remember, your body isn't broken. Your symptoms aren't random, and true healing is possible when you're addressing the root cause. The only question is, are you ready to become someone who truly heals rather than someone who just manages symptoms? The choice is yours.